wife Jan were working with the Medical Committee for Human Rights. And these were the radical docs and community organizers and health professionals and lawyers. And we were working on, at the time, how do you expand access? Because access to stat money was a really serious issue. We didn't have uncompensated care in the hospital. So the hospitals were turning away people. And we were using the Hill-Burton Act and other things to try to switch access for folks to people and their families. And Linda was one of the core people who put together the first, and probably the only, consumer health conference in the state of New Jersey. 1979. I saw the fly. And this really wonderful man, Ed Spear, came to speak for us from the University of Pennsylvania, and we tried to galvanize people, and it really was people representing young people and communities, especially inner city communities, and then the elderly. He did that also still alive, and really wonderful people. And in between all of this is I came down to the state. Liv actually was at our wedding, and Jan and I, so we've been really close friends over these years. And of course, I watched Linda's career with great interest because she, you start really in the community, and you were a public health person in the community at that time, and you see the progression in order to get to a position where you can really make a difference for those communities. And sometimes it's not a lot of money that we give out, but it's enough to really plant the seeds to make things really grow. And you've certainly done that. And I hope we've also watched Ghana grow over the years as well. And I can remember when she was a little kid, and she's turned out right, and she's such a wonderful young woman, and that a lot of that goes to being a great mom. And I can't say enough about that because being a working mom, doing all these other things together is not easy. And finally, here you are at the off and on, Linda. This is a Larry's thing. I get a call from Linda. Driving me crazy. Yes, I had to act a little bit like a lawyer, a little bit like a rabbi. It's called Mary's Law. Celeste was an angel. Celeste was an But you got to live through it. Right. As you get older, your memory my mother said when you get Alzheimer's, you get dementia, you start to lose it. You get to hide the Easter eggs. My mother's a pretty funny person. She one time introduced me as the fruit of her womb. Another time she introduced me as the son of her first husband. She'd been married to the same guy forever. But anyway, we're at a time when I never would when Linda and I talked about whether she was going to retire, I thought she was never going to retire. So it's really great that you are going to have some time. I know you'll still be active in the community and doing things, and Mom's still around, so and you have that to help out with. And I would just leave you with this. Linda truly believed right from the beginning, if you help change, if you make a difference in somebody's life, whether it's a young person or an old person, whether it's somebody who lives in the inner city or a rural area or out in the suburbs in the state of New Jersey, that helping that one person really saves the world. And it's true. It's inch by inch, and I know you really believe that, and certainly what your focus has been in the last years on the minority community with this book. I know that's not what you really always kept in mind. You got to do it for everybody. You got to bring everybody else. So needless to say, I love you, and you're going Yeah. I said the other thing, I'll end with this. If she invites you to visit, put a handcuff on her so she actually shows up.